Hello, I'm Deb Knight. Welcome to A Current Affair. Jamie was a paramedic who dedicated 3 decades of his life to saving lives. But a call out to a deadly police shooting still haunts him. It's left him with PTSD. He's received a bravery award and commendations for his service, but despite the public applause, Jamie claims that behind the scenes he didn't get any support.
Automatic gunfire, automatic gunfire. 269 urgent, automatic gunfire, police cars rolled.
I've never heard so many sirens.
Automatic rifle, we're getting out of here.
See that 269, all vehicles back away.
There's just police everywhere with vests on, guns drawn.
Can someone help us? Can the unit behind me give me an update, please? We are sitting ducks. 40's injured, 40's injured.
I literally, for the first time ever, thought to myself, I might not see my kids tonight.
When Jamie Woods talks about his 30-year career as a paramedic, you can hear his passion. To him, it was so much more than just a job.
You know, I was proud of what it represented. I was proud of the uniform. I was proud of working along some incredible people every day.
His shift on May 29, 2017 started like any other.
Pager went off and details were along the lines of just a traffic crash involving police, possible firearms, I think it might have said.
At the time, Jamie was the officer in charge of Gatton Ambulance Station in Queensland's Lockyer Valley. He rushed to the scene and was met by a scattering of shocked police officers.
So I flagged one of them down and got a quick snapshot. You know, the situation was very real.
Because up till that point, you didn't know what you were walking into, did you?
Not completely.
Gunman Rick Madsen had lured 2 police down a dead-end dirt road.
He's going off-road.
When he got to his gate, he opened fire on Senior Constables Brett Fort and Catherine Nielsen.
269 need urgent assistance as a vehicle, police vehicle is rolled. He's shooting automatic fire at it.
Jamie was one of the first 3 paramedics on scene.
Could you hear the gunshots?
Yeah, we could hear automatic gunfire. The police helicopter circling around. It was intense.
Brett Fort had been shot twice and couldn't be saved.
How do you go back to the station, sign off and go home after a night like that?
I don't think I slept, really. To be honest, the next day I went into Ipswich Station and just sat there and had to write up all my logs, and I think I had the next day off.
One day?
Yeah, I may have. I think it was only one day.
There were meetings reflecting on the process and procedures of what happened.
I don't recall seeing what the outcome of any of that was.
You can have procedural debriefs though, but you can also have a mental health debrief and a check-in. Did that happen?
Not really. Yeah, not really.
Did anyone recommend from QAS in the formal process talk to a psychologist?
There's a simple line that's used, is that if you're feeling overwhelmed or affected by the situation, contact Priority 1.
Priority 1 is a telephone counselling service for QAS staff.
Here's a phone number. It's up to you to make a phone call.
Yeah.
Jamie was in the early stages of PTSD, a condition that would slowly unravel his career over the next 2 years. He sought psychological help privately, determined to return to the QAS, but couldn't.
Did anyone suggest to you maybe lodge a work cover claim? There was no one guiding you.
No.
Jamie spent all his savings trying to recover and get by. In 2021, after a suggestion from a social worker, he finally sat down with WorkCover and the QAS to agree on a compensation claim, which he thought marked the end of his career. Most of that payout went on legal fees and reimbursing medical bills.
They had QAS present at that meeting. They were there. QSuper had to liaise with QAS in relation to payments, and
as far as you were concerned, your employment ended that day?
That day.
Jamie is now an Uber driver and he's still juggling the triggers and symptoms that come with PTSD.
Why does this work so well for you these days?
I set my own hours. I decide when I'm going to work, or I'm not having a great day, I can just turn the app off and go home.
So imagine Jamie's shock when he received a letter just last month from the QAS. A please explain. You have not been present in the workplace since 2019. Please formally advise us of your intentions, or a more formal process will need to commence.
I'm proud of my past. I had a great career. If I had to do it all again tomorrow, I'd do it all again tomorrow. There's no question about it. But when you get a letter like that, and it's 4 years after that work cover claim was finalised, 4 years.
In April this year, the Queensland Governor awarded 6 paramedics who attended Brett Fort's shooting with bravery medals. Jamie was one of them. He didn't wear his uniform. He thought he was no longer an employee of the QAS.
I never had that last day where I could come home and hang up that uniform for the last time.
That means something,
And
doesn't
that
it?
could have been that day, had I known that I was so-called still employed.
To Jamie, this is an example of a system that needs to show more support for their staff. It's something Jamie desperately wants to change. He's campaigning for frontline emergency staff to be looked after and cared for just like military veterans. A Queensland Ambulance Service spokesperson told ACurrentAffair,
"The QAS acknowledges staff may be exposed to trauma and trauma-related illness. We are committed to supporting those staff as they navigate these complex conditions and offer a range of confidential holistic support services and access to a comprehensive cohort of peer support officers and chaplains through QAS's Priority 1 staff support program."
How can there not be a clear process for when a paramedic breaks? I don't think I'm anything special. I don't think I deserve anything more, but I don't think it's a lot to ask.
The Queensland Ambulance Service told us their support program is highly utilised and award-winning, and that help is always there.